5 by 5. Can you hear me clearly? Oh, it's the 5-5 portal. It's time for a massive change. It's here right now. We're all going to grasp hold of this change. We're going to apply it to our everyday lives. Grand Rising, everyone. 5 by 5. Can you hear me clearly? Let me know in the chat. 5 by 5. Oh, it's time. Commander is here. 5 by 5. Oh, yeah. It's a special time. It's a special time. It's a special time for change. And I've shared over the years, energy is the ability to cause change. It's time to apply change to our everyday life experience. We can detect energy when we notice the change. You might be noticing a change in yourself. You say, oh, it's time. My energy is changing. It's time that I change the way I live, surroundings, the way I go about my everyday life. There's a major shift that's happening right now. Things are about to pop off. This is World War III. Commander is here. And 5 by 5, it's time for clarity. We're going to be diving into this 5-5 portal and how you can utilize this energy right now for the benefit of your everyday life. If you're just coming on, please give the video a like. It helps others find this message. And if you're watching on the replay, I'm just giving everyone a few minutes to get on. We'll get the show on the road. I have a lot of different things to talk about today. Oh, yeah. We're going to be breaking down great change. We're going to be talking about clairsentience, strength, and clarity. World War III. We're going to talk about Marshal McLuhan. He knew about this time period. We're going to talk about Operation Mockingbird. We're going to talk about Operation High Jump. We're going to talk about when fear is lost and a new life, a new reality. It's starting right now. Starting. It has begun. Yeah. You've been waiting. It's not time to wait anymore. It's time to embody the change. You want to see a change in the world? We want to have a change for our personal life experience. Now is the time. 5 by 5. Let us know in the chat. 5 by 5. Can you hear me clearly? How's the sound? Is the sound good? Let me know. Just write 5 by 5 in the chat. Yeah. Yeah, Operation High Jump, right? Operation Mockingbird. We're going to go through it all today. This is World War III. It's time to wake up, son. Yeah. This is the 5-5 portal. And 5 is the representative of change. And there's a massive shift happening. There's a massive change that's occurring right now. Bay Area believer, thank you so much. I appreciate that. I love you. We're going to keep going. The boss, right? Thank you. Thank you for that. I appreciate that. It's such an honor to be with all of you. And, you know, when I break down all of these topics that I'm going through today, if you happen to stumble across this message, why don't you click subscribe and then click the bell next to subscribe and select all. You get all the updates. This is World War III. We got to know what's going on. And we're going to understand a little bit more about this. Yeah, Marshal McLuhan, he knew about this time. He passed away in 1980, but he knew all about this time because World War II never ended. Right? So we're going to be diving into, what's actually going on? What's real? What's fake? A lot of fake things out there. You know about fake things? A lot of fake out there. I have a very famous quote. In a world full of fake, have the courage to be authentic. And that's what we're here to do. That's what we're here to do. There's a lot of floodings coming, right? A lot of solar flashes coming, a lot of waves coming, wave after wave. They're crashing down. Tsunami waves of energy, because nothing can stop this. Nothing can stop the solar flash. We have a lot to get into today. Please give the video a like and let's get the show on the road. This is the 5-5 portal, and the 5 represents change. We got 5x5 today. It's 5x5. It's double. It'll be double. That represents great change. And we're going through a great change right now. It's about to pop off. We're going through a shift. We're going through a portal. It doesn't mean it's going to happen as I'm giving this message, though it might be happening. If something happens, let me know in the chat. It could literally happen right now, right? But we're going to start to see a massive shift and more changes coming. And what are these changes going to represent? I know a lot of you know this in the chat. Tammy, thank you so much for that. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. 5x5 in the military means signal clarity, signal strength, right? Is the signal strong? Is the signal clear? This is now about clear communication. We could have clear communication if we embrace the power of clairsentience. A long time ago, I did a world famous video, right? You need to have clairsentience in the end days. You need to have clairsentience during World War III, a spiritual war with no division between civilian and military participation. This is the 5-5 portal. It's happening right now. This is about crystal clear communication. The signal strength, it's strong, right? Is it strong? And clarity. Can you hear me clear? The sound is clear, right? Signal strength and signal clarity. That's what we're shifting towards right now. We can see and feel clearly. Oh, I can see my brothers and sisters and what they're feeling and what they're expressing to me, right? I could feel and I could see clearly. Oh, there's my brother and sister, right? This is what they're expressing. We could express through energy. We could express on a frequency, and we could feel the vibes, feel the vibration. Can you feel the vibes, Light Warriors? I did the science of vibes, right? Some people hear this. They say, oh, that's like a spiritual term, right? Right? Feel the vibes. You got good vibes, bro. You got constructive and deconstructive interference waves. We are putting out a frequency, and then there's interference with your frequency. And it could be constructive or deconstructive interference waves. It's true. This is the science teacher of the new earth. Here we go, Light Warriors. We're going to the new earth right now. So you're feeling the strength and clarity of the communication. You're feeling the vibration right now. And that's what we're shifting during this time period, right? So we're getting towards crystal clear communication. Like a lot of you, I'm getting sick and tired. Are you getting sick and tired of all the misinformation from everywhere? We want to have crystal clear information, clear clarity. And it's a struggle. Listen, I'm just like all of you right now. I don't know where to go next with my life. I can focus on the mission, on the channel, on the work. But then we have certain things. Should I do this? Should I do X, Y, or Z? What's the next phase? Right? And there's so much miscommunication. So the best thing you could do is put on the full armor of God and clear everything away. All the deconstructive interference waves, they're going to mess up your frequency. You have to be in tune with God at this time. And then you can start to feel the truth. And then we could make decisions with clear information. And then we move forward. But you're going to have to maybe take a step back, right? There's too many, all these frequencies there, they mess you up. Be alone. Nikola Tesla said, be alone. That's where ideas are born. A lot of times you might see me out on the beach, out in nature, alone. And we have to clear ourselves. A lot of people meditate. Everyone has their own way, but it's a good suggestion. Some people are still very trapped in the matrix, right? And they have to do matrix things, but try to spend time every day, even if it's 20 minutes by yourself. Yeah, by yourself. And stop allowing people, things, and situations to influence where you're going with your life. Because the last time I checked, you are a sovereign being. Yeah, it's true. You're a sovereign being, and you have your life. And you have to make your decisions without exterior vibrations influencing you. 5 by 5. Is the signal clear? 5 by 5. Strength and clarity. Strength and crystal clear clarity. This is the 5 by 5 portal. That's what it is right now. A long time ago, I shared, don't trust anyone until the end. Because there's a lot of trickery going on out there. You're going to have to feel your path. Feel your path. Clairsentience, right? Maybe years ago when I made that message and what does this mean, right? What is this all about? Clairsentience. You have to feel your way through. Look at all the 8s over there. The change went up again. You saw all the 8s, right? 4 8s. You're going to have to feel your way through. It's clairsentience. You have to feel with your heart. Your heart emits an electromagnetic field 5,000 times greater than your brain. You have to feel with your heart. This is the 5 by 5 portal. Marshall McLuhan. I have to do everything now, right? There's so much. I have to teach science and history and consciousness and spirituality and mind. I got to do it all, everything, right? Okay, let's go back. Okay, Marshall McLuhan. He was a philosopher, and he worked in the studies of media theory, also known as Medea. And we should all be conscious of Marshall McLuhan. And Marshall McLuhan, he said that World War III is an information war. Marshall McLuhan passed away on December 31st, 1980. He knew about this time because he was studying media theory and he understood the power of knowledge, the power of the information flow. We should reflect on Marshall McLuhan, and we're realizing, when you're diving deep into media theory and you learn about all these things, World War II never ended. Some of you are familiar with this. It just evolved. And the people of the world are evolving as well. World War III, an information war. That's what he said. And he said this prior to 1980. Now, in the 80s, right? Are my 80s family here? Who's the 80s babies? Let me know. Back in the 80s, right? We were all chilling out, right? We had the Nintendo. We were Super Mario Brothers, right? The 80s. It was great. The 80s were great, right? Weren't the great 80s? 80s were tremendous. That was a tremendous decade in the 80s, right? He passed away before the 80s really started, right? And some of us came in, right? The Indigos started coming in, right? Waves of volunteers, Dolores Cannon, right? and the waves of volunteers. We had a major wave in the 80s. It was a great time. You know, think of all the movies, the good shows, the television, but when it was real, like, shows, not programs, right? Remember the shows, right? Remember the shows back in the day? Remember all the cool stuff? Then it became programs, and then I don't know what's going on right now. So he knew that there was a shift. There was this invisible enemy, if you will, this cancer known as Medea. And, you know, a lot of you are familiar with Operation Mockingbird. Operation Mockingbird. World War II never ended. World War III is World War I and II was fake. Oh, it was like, and when we say fake, it was like puppets, like manipulated stuff, you know? Maybe you see some of these things today. Operation Mockingbird, right? This information world that Marshall McLuhan, look him up. Do your own research of Marshall McLuhan today. This is the 5-5 portal. This is info. Do you hear me clearly? I love the 80s. I got to get one of those. I shared about this recently. You got to get one. I got to get one of those, those Nintendos. They have like the Nintendos you could put in the USB. You can play all the old school games. Yeah, we got to go. We got to play all those old school games, the classics, right? It's going to be great again with all those games, right? The 80s was a good time. 80s was a good time. 90s was a good time. Things started to shift. Things started to change, right? We're not like, old man, get off my lawn, right? There was a shift, right? A lot of you, that's why we were born. We were born in the 80s by divine, by God, Jesus Christ, whatever you'd like to focus on, by the Lord, whatever it is, by the source energy. We came in the 80s, so we saw the shift. Some people, right, like the Indigo children today, they didn't see the shift. We're here to help the people through the event. So we said, wow, everything was so great, right? All the cool stuff. And then something happened. Space Invaders on Atari, right? As the cool stuff. Then something happened. Life was fun. We used to do fun things. Now we're fighting a war right now. Remember? Joust, right? They had on the Nintendo American Gladiators Joust. You play the original Legend of Zelda. I used to dream about that video game. The Legend of Zelda. This is the 5-5 portal today. And there's so many things that, you know, we never, like, I never learned about. I had to learn about these things myself. Operation High Jump with Admiral Byrd, right? Went down to Antarctica. World War II never ended. It just keeps going. Yeah, Admiral Byrd, right? And all these other beings that are out there. Yesterday, I talked about Star Wars. It's real. You know about Admiral Byrd? Do your own research. Look up Operation High Jump and Admiral Byrd. You know, they say the truth is stranger than fiction. There's so many things for you to research out there. It's all there for you. Use the Google. You could even use the Google. It's there. Operation High Jump and Admiral Byrd. It's quite the story. This is the 5-5 portal today, and we have crystal clear. We're having clarity right now. And Commander is here. We're bringing it out, right? So the people have to have this crystal clear vision of this is what's actually going on. You got to have that decalcified pineal gland. We have to have clarity and strength. 5-5, clarity, strength. What does 5 represent? Change. 5-5, it's the 5-5 portal. It's great change. And the old ways, they have to go. All these old ways that we were given, subconscious programs, whatever it is, right? And we, you know, you could pull it out, right? All these old, you have to have this job, this type of job. Oh, you have to have this type of relationship. You got to get married. Oh, you got to invest in the stock market, right? The corruption, all this stuff. Oh, you got to do all these things, these subconscious programs, these satanic rituals. Wake up. It's time to wake up. It's time to see clearly. It's time to see the truth. It's time to think in terms of energy, frequency, and vibration. We're here to finish the work of Tesla. The Christ bloodlines are here. When the fear is lost, and that's when you have crystal clear, when you have clarity, when there's clear communication, the fear is lost. You got to have good information, quality, clarity, right? And then the fear begins to dissipate. We're out here on the 5. We're actually inside today. We're here together. We're gathered here today. This is the 5-5 portal. And we're sending out prayers. We're sending out energy to our brothers and sisters that the fear dissipates. There is so much fear, and we never saw this enemy. It's an invisible enemy, right? It's about principalities. It comes from a different dimension. And this is hard for some people to grasp, come to terms with. There are other beings out there. Wake up. Wake up. It'll wake you up like a slap in the face from Will Smith. Yeah. It's true. It's just distractions. It's just distractions from false idols because the people are taking back their power. Yeah. It's about you. Like so many people, right? This is the satanic matrix. They implant these subconscious programs that, oh wow, I can't do with the, oh, look at the false idols. Oh, look at all these celebrities, right? Oh, and they create this unachievable thing, right? And so many people, especially our children, this is about our children right now, right? They see all these things and, they expect, oh, this is what I have to do. This is what I have to achieve. This is mental health awareness. Please give the video a like. If you're here for mental health awareness, if you're here to protect our children, if you're turning away from false idols that don't serve our greatest purpose. Happy Cinco de Mayo. Delicious tacos, right? Delicious. Today is Cinco de Mayo. It's the 5-5 portal. It's clarity. It's sovereignty. Bring it all together. Cinco de Mayo, right? Tremendous, right? It's tremendous. The chat is tremendous. If you haven't subscribed, you should subscribe and click the bell next to subscribe and select all. You get all the updates. We got to hang out together right now. We're hanging out. It's true. So I want you to focus on all of these concepts during the 5-5 portal. It's 5, double 5. It'll be double. Double 5. So it's great change. 5x5 is signal strength and signal clarity. What is your signal? You are broadcasting an electromagnetic signature into the quantum field. It's true. You're broadcasting the reality. So start to create the reality that you want to experience. And we're all doing it. We're all starting over. We're creating new communities, even though a lot of them are digital right now. Hopefully together we'll all be physical, right? We'll all be together. But I'm very grateful for all the support. And if you haven't done so, please join our group chats on Telegram and Discord, right? We're changing with the times, right? We have to have groups. It's about groups together, everyone together. I'm very grateful for all the support on Patreon, right? And if it calls you to join our Patreon, we have live Zoom meetings. I have a crypto masterclass waiting for all of you. We have to educate ourselves, right? We're leaving the old. We're leaving the old behind and we're educating. It's just educational. And we're learning, where are we going towards in the future? What is cryptocurrency? What is Web3? What are all these things? We have to educate ourselves. What is mental health awareness? How can we improve ourselves? How do we learn to let go of the old? How do we learn to let go of expectations? This is what we're doing right now. So I'm very grateful. It really is, and it was to me. And that's, all we have to realize that we have to learn and educate ourselves and do everything ourselves, right? We even got to do history ourselves. We got to learn about Marshall McLuhan. I never learned about Marshall McLuhan. Didn't know about him. Didn't learn about Operation High Jump and Admiral Byrd. Did you know about Admiral Byrd? They didn't teach us this stuff. What do they teach? They teach you about politics. You got to learn about politics in school. Yeah. Because if you don't know about politics, you don't have, what's the word, Ronnie? What's prestige? Yeah. You got to know about politics and stuff. That's what we got to learn about. Bunch of BS. Belief systems. It's not about belief systems anymore. Learn the law of I teach about the law of 80-20. Pareto's principle. Everything in the universe follows the law of 80-20. So 80%, they have to give you some truth. But 80, you have to learn how to go through, pick them all out. You got to pick them out. It's not easy. It's not easy. The law of 80-20. Everything will follow that. If you're familiar with the law of 80-20, you will survive the event. Godspeed. It's true. We're not here to say what's popular. We're here to say what's authentic. Oh, yeah. It's as we educate ourselves on the blockchain, it's very good against corruption because they will save information in thousands of locations simultaneously, right? I know a lot of people that maybe, they say they get their bank account hacked. They get tricked. They send you these text messages and you click on the link they hacked my account and they trick you to click a link and they could take your money. They can't do that on the blockchain. Can't do that. We got to watch out for the bad people out there. It's not all unicorns and rainbows out there. It's a true story. So, we have to, when we educate ourselves and we, just open your mind. That's what it's about. Have an open mind to everything. And if someone is trying to shove something down your throat, you have to put a big question mark on it. This is free will. We're sovereign beings. Everyone does whatever calls them. As long as we respect everyone's got to respect one another. We have to be strong like the lion at this time. It is World War III, Light Warriors, but it's a spiritual war. And guess what? If you want to stay alone, if you want to isolate yourself, isolate your frequency, it's a big part of the ascension process. I went through a long period of time where I was alone and I expanded I said, wow. And then it's some people call it the hermit phase. The hermit phase. Are you a hermit right now? That's okay. You're saying these people are not resonating with me anymore? That's okay. You got to focus on yourself. And that's where a lot of people are getting lost right now. They want to get caught up in the herd, the hive mind, whatever you want to call it. You got to focus on yourself right now. It's not an easy time. This is the truth. It's not easy right now. And everyone, that's why I share about the 8 dimensions of wellness. Please, if it calls you, join our Patreon community, the 8 dimensions of wellness. Everyone is having some issue in one of the dimensions right now. You might look at someone, you say, wow, he's got it all together. She's got it all together. But authentically, maybe they, they're struggling in a different. Maybe you want something and they're struggling, right? You're struggling financially, they're doing good financially. You're struggling with relationships, they're doing good with relationships. There's all spiritually, there's all different dimensions of wellness right now. And that's what this community is all about. That's why it's our everyday lives. It's all together. Jealousy is the worst, right? There's so many things that we have to be aware of at this time. And you have to focus on yourself, right? Focus on yourself, because people are losing them. Don't lose yourself. And you'll find yourself when you're by yourself. You need these time periods. You need these, especially now. Purge, we're purging, we're detoxing, we're getting ready for the new earth. It's tremendous how like everything is so much clearer. And anything could bring you down, right? We know about processed foods, chemicals. It's a spiritual war, all these things, right? It's not about companies and corporations, right? I shared about that. 4 foods to remove from your diet. Remove it today. I'll share that link in our groups today if you never saw that. 4 things, remove it from your diet. You know, these companies and corporations, they're worrying about profits. Did you know that? They want, say, the food to last long on a shelf. It's about profits. They don't care. These chemicals will keep this food on the shelf for like 3 months. But guess what? Maybe those chemicals are not good to ingest, right? And what's going on with the fast foods and stuff, right? It's crazy. So we're becoming aware right now. Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid not to go out to eat. Don't be afraid to prepare your own food. It's a good time to learn how to prepare your own food. I've been doing it for years, right? I shared about this even back in my bodybuilding days. That really helped my spiritual awakening. You prepare your meals. Some people are vegan. That's step 1. And then you will find the foods that resonate. You got to get the foods that resonate with you. We all have different DNA codes, right? So start to focus on. Isn't it hard to find food now? It's crazy out there. But if you're becoming empowered, this is the 5-5 portal. Please give the video a like. It's going to help others find this message, right? Read the labels carefully. Very good, Lily. You got to read the labels. Am I glitching? Is it glitching? Sorry. Give me a 5-by-5 if you got clear communication. 5-by-5. Let me know. So focus on these things. Focus that there's a great change happening right now. What are the Thank you. What are the changes that you're going to do? I had to change my way of life. There's so many. I had belief systems, right? The BS they give us, belief systems. I had to lose some belief systems. Some I keep. A lot I leave. And you have to do what's comfortable with you. I'm not you, and you're not me. Don't tell me what to do. And we don't tell others what to do. We just share like the lighthouse, right? We got to be the lighthouse. And just share about oh, wow, I disconnected from the matrix. I was scared. I was scared to change my diet. I was scared to allow them to illegally fire me from my job because I didn't want to put an experiment in me, right? All these things that we're afraid to do, but we do them. And we say, oh, I'm still alive because God is helping us right now. This is a spiritual war. Yeah. I'll go with God. Go with God. When you go with God, you're going to be just fine, kid. I'm divinely protected. I'm divinely protected by God. And our DNA, it's resonating this energy, right? DNA, the coiled DNA. Do you know about the coil? You know about the coiled DNA? It's like the Tesla coil. It's an energy amplifier. So amplify. There's a whole base, right? That's of society that's amplifying their energy. Their energy is rising right now, and nothing can stop the great solar flash. Everything is connected right now. They're energy amplifiers. So embody who you are. Become crystal clear during this time period. Become empowered. This is the 5-5 portal. Great change, strength, signal clarity. Keep moving forward. This is biblical, and we will bring forth the victory of the light. If you find this message interesting and you would like to learn more about our reality in terms of energy, frequency, and vibration, why don't you click subscribe, give the video a like so it becomes visible to more people, and please share with one other person, because when we all share with one other person, we will rapidly grow our 5D community. 5D, 5x5. It's time to enter the 5th dimension. Here we go. Here we go. I'm very grateful for all the support. Please share the video everywhere. Share the channel. If you're new to the channel, check out the channel page. We got a lot of stuff waiting for you. A lot of stuff waiting for you. And there's a lot of craziness in the world right now. If you didn't know, we're in World War III. But don't worry about what's going on out there. You know why. We cannot control what is around us. However, we can control from within. Be conscious. 5x5, strength and clarity. It's time for change, and you better believe it. It's happening now. Use this to raise your vibration and increase your electromagnetism. Life is so much better when we are all together. If you find this message inspiring or know someone that could benefit from it, please share this message. Dear ones, I am Michael in the 5th dimension. Have a wonderful day living your everyday life. Become empowered today. Strength and clarity today. It's the 5-5 portal. And when I get off here, go back on and leave a comment on the video so others can see your experience, right? We're all experiencing something. I'm grateful for all the support. Join our group chats. If it calls you, I'm very grateful for the support on Patreon. Links are in the description and at the pinned comment. And we're going to keep going, and we're going to keep on heading. We're taking the rocket ship. Bring me my ship. We're taking the light ship to the new earth. They know. It's time. It's time for it all. It's time to make a great shift. It is epic. It's an epic time. It's an epic time. I'm not playing games. Bring me the ship now. I need it. It's about to pop off. I'd like to, travel nice and easy like we're supposed to. I shared a long time ago that airplanes are obsolete. What do you mean? It's where's the Tesla technology, right? Where's the Tesla technology, right? So I love you all. Please share this message. Grateful for the support. Join our group chats. Get in the family. We're all a family. We're all in this together. I hope that this message was helpful for all of you. Have a great day. Namaste.